Well, it's time now to focus on Shelton, brought to you by our Community Credit Union. Happy to have in studio today Community Development Director for the City of Shelton, Mark Ziegler. Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you.
Likewise, yeah.
Exciting as I see on the new Facebook page for the city that Empty Bowls is on the way.
Yeah, our new Facebook page, and hopefully some new people want to be involved and
I think
take
so.
advantage of it this
Looks
year.
like it's a pretty popular page, that on Twitter as well. So Empty Bowls coming up. Tell me about this. I love it every year, and so I got to make sure I set the dates.
Yeah, exactly. So it's coming up quick next week. The 1st of March.
Okay.
So we'll run 3 consecutive Wednesdays, March 1st, March 8th, and March 15th, all down at the Civic Center. And this is sponsored by the Shelton Arts Commission, something I've been involved with for 20-some years here now at the city, and this project's been going on for 12. So it's been going on quite a while.
It's a lot of fun if no one's ever participated in it, and I believe it was last year the change to the 3 consecutive weeks as opposed to every other week. Did that turn out better?
I think so. Yeah, I think we got more consistent participation, spreading things out, over over a longer period of time. 6 weeks essentially. It really just extended it out, and people had a tough time making that commitment.
Sure.
So, logistically, we have to have some time because we have to fire the bowls, and they have to go to a kiln, fire, cool, and all that stuff between the building and the glazing days, which we'll talk about. So we really need some time. So it still is a commitment over 3 weeks, but really between 5 and 7 p.m. you can pop in and you can really build a bowl or glaze the bowl or have a bowl of soup on the last night, and it's not long. You can do it in a half hour if you're not real creative and want to knock a bowl out, or you can hang out for 2 hours and really get creative and really put a lot of detail into the build. It's just it's up to you and your personal preference.
It's a lot of fun, and Glenn Helen Smithers still doing all that work.
Absolutely,
getting those fired. And,
behind the scenes. This was kind of her brainchild over 12 years ago. When she was on the Arts Commission, and she has been involved, even though she doesn't sit on the Arts Commission, been involved through this process and helping us out too, because she's got the technical expertise and as well as the big kiln,
which actually would help
fire the bowls.
So Glenn Helen Smithers, the Arts Commission. Who are some of the other sponsors that help this out?
We've got all the restaurants that are involved. Smoke and Moe's, Zinn's is still making chowder for us, which is great because they're not open. So really, unless you go to Seattle, the only place else you can get summer gooey duck chowder is here at Empty Bowls in Shelton.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be a good draw.
The Strip Steakhouse, Kern's Kitchen is going to provide some soup this year. Sister's Restaurant and then Olympic Bakery provides bread for us. So nice bowl of soup from one of those restaurants, a nice piece of bread. You get a nice bowl of your own creation.
Yeah.
Or if you can't make it the first 2 nights, you can come the third night and purchase one of the bowls that are made by somebody else.
It's a lot of fun. If you haven't yet been a part of this, bring the family down. And Stephanie and Kaiser and I have had great times, and we look forward to adding to our collection on the wall of all the stuff that we've made over the years.
A lot of people have those, even sit around the office, or my wife at home. They've got little bowls sitting around, so it's kind of neat to see the progression too.
What else is going on? I can imagine here, if it's March next week, that we're moving into spring and spring classes and things like that.
Yeah, it's here already. Our spring flyer is out, so if nobody's seen that yet, you can get it on the city's website or on the Facebook page. We've got Kids Love Soccer program that kicks off again March 9th. It runs Thursdays down at Nealon Park. So run it down there. That's not a league for those that may not want to commit to a team, or don't have that. Maybe the kids aren't interested in that competition level or forming the teams. This is more of a skills competition age group. Kids will participate within their own age groups. We start at 3.5 years old, so real young. They can come out with mommy and me, mommy and daddy and me, all the way up to 10 years old, and just they participate in some skills and fundamentals. So they're put through some drills, skills, learn how to kick the ball a proper way, learn some fundamentals of the game itself. A little bit of competition, but they don't form teams and go out and play games and compete. So it's kind of introductory level of soccer, builds on skills and fundamentals. And I can decide if I want to go out and sign up with South Mesa Youth Soccer or some other soccer organization and participate further from there.
So these are coming in, the bills. They should be dropping soon?
They went out in February, so
Okay.
yeah, you should have got them if you're in the city limits. If you're outside the city, at our mailing list or email list, or pick them up at the Civic Center on the city's website.
And people outside the city can do this, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've got, that's really primarily the participation is from outside the city, and we have the normal Tai Chi and pickleball and yoga classes as well. So I think there's a variety. Adult basketball league, the registration actually ends tomorrow on Friday. So anybody that wants to lace up the shoes and get in the gym and play some basketball. We had the first league in a number of years last year, hoping to expand upon that. So we'll have referees and scorekeeping and all that stuff, and you can get your buddies together, form a team, and come out and get a little competition.
Oh, fun.
Courts. Yeah.
What a lot of fun. Mark Ziegler, Community Development Director for the City of Shelton here on the Focus on Shelton, brought to you by our Community Credit Union. Thanks, Mark. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.